Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Soto. I'm currently in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm actually born and raised here, so obviously I really love the sunshine. Not so much the heat, but that's beside the point. I recently graduated from ASU with a degree in journalism and mass communication and a minor in English. I've always known that I loved writing. I did newspaper in high school. I loved every second of my English classes, throughout high school and college. I actually originally was majoring in creative writing, and I ended up switching my degree because I was nervous that it wasn't going to be applicable to many jobs. But that's definitely something I regret, because I realized that my passion would be to stay in the classroom and, in a professor role, and specifically with writing, because that's absolutely what I love. I tried a lot of different jobs throughout the years. I tried reporting, which, it can be a tough job with, little reward. I tried marketing. I was a copywriter. I enjoyed that, and I'm still actually interested in that. But I realized that my number one was teaching, and specifically at the higher level. I just think there's a lot of interesting theories and things you can learn from students, and gosh, I just love writing, and I want to share my knowledge and learn from others as well. And so when I found out about this program, I was really excited. And now I'm actually working as an instructional assistant at Grand Canyon University, which I think is really cool to be doing alongside this program, because I'm already getting to use what I'm learning from this program in, the instructional assistant job. It's super interesting. We've even talked about, the writing center, which I'm in all the time tutoring students, and it's just really cool to see my knowledge grow, and I want that to continue. In this course, I'm really excited to learn, new facets and dimensions of rhetoric, and really just, get a better grasp on the concept and, the nuances within it. I thought the readings this week were very interesting, and I'm excited to continue those as well. The biggest takeaway that I got from the readings was that, composition and rhetoric, really go hand in hand. Composition, mostly deals with written word, while rhetoric really refers to persuasion in other contexts. And, you could have one without the other, but, they really intertwined, and they kind of all borrow components from the other. I was particularly interested in the article, The Role of the Media in Distinguishing Composition from Rhetoric. It talks about how the media sees language as, kind of transparent and one-dimensional, and universities, try to polish the language. I actually wrote down a quote, and it says, "The split, then, between rhetoric and composition is fueled in part by the pressure of the public to force communication studies to produce tangible, measurable results of universal competencies." So it seems that everything nowadays has to be observable and measurable, when we should be really thinking in more fluid terms. And I think that's something really important, that obviously can be applied to rhetoric and composition, but also, so many areas in the education system. I also thought the article, Rhetoric in Crisis, The View from Here, and sorry, I wrote that weird, but yes, I thought it had some interesting points. I never really thought of rhetoric as, in crisis or in danger at all, despite the fact that it does have, practically ancient roots. But obviously rhetoric is always changing and expanding, and it's incredibly valuable. So I think, reading that made me even more excited that I'm studying it, because I think it's something that should be taught, should be passed on. It has very important foundational principles. At GCU, the class that I'm teaching is actually deals with composition and rhetoric, and while it's very basic, students are learning ethos, pathos, logos, there's so much value in what they're getting. They're just learning how to structure arguments and how to be persuasive, and they'll just go on to go deeper than that. And I think it's just really important. So I'm I thought that was very interesting and, you know, a little scary, but I think there'll always be a place for rhetoric, and I think, you know, it's people like us who will continue, and, you know, I think more and more we'll start to recognize the intermingling between composition and rhetoric. I'm excited to explore that more in this class, and thank you guys so much. I look forward to hearing from everyone else as well.